The law of attraction is one of the 5 fundamental universal principles. It states that like attracts like. In life, we observe that people who like each other hang out together. The law of attraction is mirrored in the physical universe as well, in the chemical elements that combine to form compounds. For example, sodium and chlorine have atomic structures that like each other, and so they combine to form salt. Sodium has no affinity for calcium, however, so these two do not combine. Just so in life, where an engineer who likes fine wines and classical music will probably not hang out with a rock and roll musician. This universe is one of attraction and combination. If that were not so, then nothing could come together. There would then be no galaxies, stars, or planets, no mountains, trees, or oceans. In order for combination to occur, attraction and harmony must first be present. That's because when you hate something, you want to be as far away from it as possible. So the basic rule of the universe is that like attracts like. Although this rule sounds simple indeed, it is enormously powerful if you really understand its implications. In this movie, we'll be looking at how the law of attraction works in life and how you can use it to get more of the things you want. When two people first come together, they are almost always looking at the good qualities in the other. When two people are in love, each sees only the best qualities of the other. When relationships go downhill, each partner begins to see and focus on undesirable qualities. Because like attracts like, the law of attraction guarantees that whatever you focus on, you get more of. So even if your intention is to improve your partner, paying attention to the things you don't like about him or her only makes the relationship worse. Let's look at an example. Jill notices that her boyfriend has 10 good qualities, but also 3 irritating ones. Joe chews very loudly when he eats. He watches too much sports on television, instead of paying more attention to her. And when they go out, he dresses casually. Joe, on the other hand, thinks Jill looks great and the relationship is just fine as it is. Jill always wants to look her best, and naturally, she would like Joe to do so as well. However, Joe thinks that Jill is too fussy about her clothes. Of course, we all know that Jill is right. So what happens if she decides to spruce Joe up a bit? More than likely, a disagreement. That's because Joe likes to wear comfortable clothes. And since his computer programming company has a loose dress code, Joe sees no reason to upgrade his wardrobe. The more Jill nudges, cajoles, and tries to change Joe, the more Joe resists. The more Joe tries to change Jill to match his idea of an ideal girlfriend, the more she resists. Joe thinks, why can't he just like me for who I am? And Jill wonders, why doesn't he want to improve himself? If Joe and Jill continue to concentrate on their bad qualities, they will come to dominate the relationship. That's because the law of attraction always gives you more of what you're already giving your attention to. So what should Jill do if she wants to change Joe? She should concentrate exclusively on the 10 things she likes about him, even if these qualities have no bearing on the things she dislikes about Joe. And Joe should do the same. Does that sound a bit strange? Well, it's actually quite logical and in perfect agreement with the law of attraction. It's always easier for someone to change in a relationship when each partner feels comfortable. A happy person is much more reasonable and agreeable than a discontented person. If Jill just lets Joe be Joe, he'll be feeling good about the relationship. Joe will appreciate how great she looks and might decide all on his own to get some new clothes. And if Joe just lets Jill be Jill, she may not care what he's wearing. However it works out, both parties will be happy. In relationships, the law of attraction assures us that attempting to get rid of something you don't like in your partner is impossible. If you want to have a positive relationship, you must focus only on positive characteristics, never on negative ones. Manifestation using the law of attraction requires 3 basic steps. The first step is getting a clear vision and a feeling of exactly what you want. You might have to think about that for a while if you're not sure. This step is called creative visualization. Here, a woman envisions a family and a fine house. The goal could be more money, a better relationship, better health, or anything. Manifestation operates on the principle of garbage out, garbage in, meaning that if your thoughts are vague and undefined, so will your actions be, and the manifestation or lack of them that you receive. If you don't believe that, try painting or writing something for which you do not have a clear idea. All manifestation begins with a strong, clear understanding of what is wanted and a firm intention to get it. Your most important work is done in this first step. How do you know when step 1 is complete? When you're fired up. Creative visualization establishes a state of being that is aligned to what you want. That always feels great. A state of being is the most powerful tool in the manifestation process, for it aligns all of your thoughts, beliefs, intentions, and actions to the goal. It connects you to the creative energy of the universe. This is the stuff of inspiration, passion, and excitement. A properly aligned state of being makes you an attracting magnet for the things you want, because it allows the law of attraction to go to work for you. Without a properly aligned state of being to the goal, you can work very hard and see little or no results. That is because action, although necessary for manifestation, is not the most important factor. When step 1 is properly performed, it immediately leads to a feeling of inner excitement. You want to get into action right away. Efficient action inevitably follows from a properly aligned state of being. It is action along the path of least resistance. When you feel that creative excitement, you know that your product or service is going to connect with all the right people. Even if you make mistakes along the way, you're having so much fun, it won't matter. The law of attraction doesn't give you what you want, it gives you what you're paying attention to. The law of attraction is an obedient servant, always taking you literally. It's logical, not random. If you want a new job, but spend most of your time bemoaning your present job, you'll stay stuck in the old job. When change comes, it will not be beneficial to you. Then you'll have more to complain about. That's how the law of attraction works. You always get more of what you're already resonating to. This is just common sense. Common sense is the innate understanding of the law of attraction that is present inside each one of us. In order to change the manifestations you receive, you actually have to change your state of being regarding it. In order to get the law of like attracts like to work, you have to be what you say you want first, before you can have it. Be always comes before have. When your focus is aligned with what you want, things begin to go your way, and you begin to see physical evidence corresponding to your desire. The invisible thought substance that surrounds and composes everything in the universe interfaces with your thoughts. Thought, and matter itself, is fundamentally vibrational in nature. Therefore, Everything in the universe is communicating on some level. Why is this important? Because in order to have something, it is necessary to match vibrations with it. The dog whistle, for example, generates sound waves, but these sound waves are above the frequency range of the human ear. Similarly, ultraviolet light is beyond the range of the human eye. Even though these vibrations exist, they're invisible to us. Perception itself requires a matching of vibrations. In other words, you can't even see something unless there is a vibrational similarity, and it's the same with manifesting. That is why your focus must match your desire. That's also why it's pointless to fight something you don't like. Fighting or resisting something only familiarizes you to the vibration of it. Then you begin to attract more of it. Similarly, when you begin to resonate to good things, you begin to attract more of them into your life. The law of attraction is simple, but powerful. The law of attraction has two different aspects. The first aspect involves a subtle, non-local phenomenon, which occurs invisibly within the field of consciousness that composes and surrounds all things, and that interfaces with your thoughts and intention. The second aspect is the physical media you work with, and the actions you take to send out your message into the physical universe. Both aspects of the law of attraction, however, are united in that they operate under the rule of like attracts like. It is the vibrational matching property of thought, and within the physical universe itself, that provides the magic of luck, coincidence, happy accidents, and manifestation. The magic only occurs, however, when both thought and actions are aligned to the goal. Your message or product and the choice of physical media you use to get your message and product is just a reflection of your state of being. When you are inspired, your passion can be felt through the medium you use to communicate your ideas. The medium used to broadcast that message, radio, TV, podcast, book, webpage, or whatever, is almost incidental. A truly inspired person can write a book, and when you pick up that book, you can feel their energy. A clever TV or radio advertisement will make you sit up and take notice, while the others go in one ear and out the other. The brilliant lecturer Esther Hicks says, shouting no at something is the same as saying yes to it. Why is that? Saying yes to something places your attention on it, activating it within you, and sending that message out to the universe at large. Saying no to something places your attention on it, activating it within you, and sending that message out to the universe at large. Yes and no are really the same. That is why things snowball in your life, for bad or for good. When a country fights a war on terrorism, for example, what is really happening? The two vibrations, war and terrorism, are almost identical and self-reinforcing. Both are angry, hostile vibrations that strengthen and support the other. The law of attraction tells us that a war on terror can only increase the incidence of terrorism. Passing laws to fight, restrict, or abolish any activity, therefore, cannot possibly succeed. Universal laws are senior to man-made laws. When mankind tries to overset the laws of the universe, undesirable consequences are always the result. The law of attraction is completely objective and fair to everyone. If you want to know why your life is the way it is, ask yourself, what do I usually talk about? What do I spend most of my time thinking about? you will discover that the conditions of your life are an exact reflections of the mix of your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions. A positive person has a positive life, and a negative person experiences a lot of unwanted things. If you're not satisfied with your life, then you have to get some new thoughts and a new focus. But you have to do this consciously. Don't believe anyone that tells you that your subconscious mind can control your actions. Despite its popularity, that's a false belief that takes your power away. A fundamental alteration in thought can powerfully affect the conditions of your life. And when many people change their ideas and beliefs, positive changes on a broad scale are inevitable. We don't have to depend on leaders and authority figures to make a better world. One of the most popular myths in our society is that change occurs from the top down. That is not so. Governments and authority figures almost always work to stop change. All fundamental change begins at the grassroots level and moves upward. The law of attraction empowers everyone, and you don't need permission to use it. This has always been so, throughout history, even though we've been taught the opposite. So use the power of the law of attraction to improve your life and to make the world a better place.